Okay, 2005 John Deere L110, 20 horse. This deck, we use this to mow at one time here at home, close to 2 acres, and a couple rental properties, 3 at one time, and then Garrett uses it to mow a property or 2 as well. And we just beat the hell out of this thing. It's mowing a lot more than it was ever designed to mow. It's got it's got 1,500 hours on it, 1,513 hours on it. A lot of mowing. I don't know how many times I've rebuilt this deck. New pulleys, shafts, and whatnot. I don't know how many times I've re-welded this on. It tore and busted away on Garrett again, right there. I'm going to take the deck off, grind that down good, wire brush it down good to bare metal, and then weld this back in, weld it back in again, and see if I can on the back side put a plate in to hold it better. Eventually, if the motor holds up, eventually I'm going to have to just buy a whole new deck. But it's rusting pretty good in places. Like I said, there's hardly a bracket on it that hasn't been re-welded. Anyway, I'm going to get started on this. I got to take the deck out from underneath it first. Pull the brackets, pull the hangers, undo the belt, get the deck out. Okay, the deck's off. You can see here where I've welded an extra bracket on previously. Obviously it failed. So I'm going to get the grinder, grind all this up. We got to get this back in there. You can see the whole bottom part of the deck is gone, so there's no bottom support for this thing. It's just shot. It's just shot. I'll see what I can do. Yeah. It's bent really bad. I don't know what he hit with it. The hat while it was being used. Anyway, gonna have to spend some time on the grinder. See how things go here. Okay, there's been a slight change of plans. Instead of trying to do something with this mess, wire brushed down to bare metal here, and then I'm going to grind this off flat, and we're going to reattach this further in, get it aligned with the with that side, so that she's equal. And then after that's attached, I think what I'll do is I'll take a sawzall. I don't have a torch right now. Take a sawzall and cut this all out, and then take a piece of flat stock and patch in there. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Nothing's etched in stone yet. Anyway, got that cleaned back to the bare metal. I gotta go grind on that. You can see some of those old welds on there were really thick. And damn is it hard. So now I'll get the grinder and grind this smooth. And then I'm going to bend that lip and weld that lip to the face of the deck. At least that's the plan right now. We'll see. Okay, I've got this set on just for tacking purposes. It's got a pretty good gap over here on the back side. You can see here, I'm gonna have to put some filler in there, metal. We'll see. I'm gonna try. This metal's pretty thin, old. I'm gonna try using the big welder. Lay a heavier bead with a bigger stick. If that doesn't work out well, I'll go over to the wire welder, the Hobart, and it shoots a fine wire. You just have to build it up and build it up with that, to where the stick welder will lay a heavier bead from the get-go. Anyway, gonna give her shoot some juice to her and tack it and see how we go. Okay, I got it tacked here, there, and up under here. I'm shooting at 100. I knocked her down to 90. It's burning a little hot. Let's see if I can lay a good base bead. See the gap down there? I'm going to see if I can lay a good base bead along the top, and then this way, and then start building that up. Give it good support, I hope. And then I'll work on the back side. Finish that rod, I'll get a new one. Be back. What's smoking is the buildup of dried grass and dirt and crud on the back side of the deck. Well, there's the bead. That's actually one good bead with a couple thinners built on top, filling that void. That's the back side, and that's this side. It's on there pretty good. How long it'll hold this time, I don't know. That metal's awful weak. I don't know about building this up. The damn thing just needs replaced. The whole deck. All the pulleys and shaft bearings and whatnot, and even the gator blades are new from this last year. So really, I'd just be talking about the deck, and that may be what has to happen. I don't know. So next, I got to decide what I'm going to do here. Am I going to try to patch something in here, or just leave it alone? I don't know. I have to give her some thought. Okay, got the wheel back on the bracket. I went ahead and shot it with primer, just to protect it a little bit. Right now, I'm not going to do anything with this. I pretty well decided that I think maybe over the winter, I'll fix this completely right. Cut it out, have metal, or just buy a new damn deck. So this has been welded back on. This one was welded back on. I think this was the 4th time. 3 times here, and then I modified it and moved it this time. This I've welded back on a couple times. The other one, same thing. I've welded it on once or twice. These hanging brackets, like this one right here. My God, I've welded it on. That one. The hangers are so worn out. They're wallered out that this thing doesn't mow anywhere near level. It mows good enough for who it's for, I suppose. Anyway, I'm going to button this back up, get it slid back under, hooked up, take it for a test mow. Get the chute back on it now. Be with you in a minute. Alright, the deck's back on. The wheel's back on. It's not quite straight. It's bent a little bit more than it should be. I'll have to tweak it a little bit. I don't have a lot of hope of it holding out long. That metal's getting pretty weak from being bent repeatedly. That one's still pretty true. I'll fire it up and take it out here and see what happens. another goddamn mole out here. I've killed about 4 of them son of a bitches this summer. Guess I'll be killing some more.